The Shadow King by Johan Peitz is another brilliant Metroidvania for Pico 8. Let's give it a look. Welcome to Pico Playtime, the video series where I play through some cool Pico 8 games to show to you lovely people. Oh, it's a special one today. It's The Shadow King by Johan Peitz. Let's load it up. A game by Johan Peitz, music and sound effects by Bibiki Garcia. Go and follow them over on social media websites. Here we are on the title screen, The Shadow King. This is a single cart game, okay? Just bear that in mind as we're going through the rest of the game, because this game is enormous. Anyway, this is a Metroidvania. There are many Metroidvanias on Pico 8, many very good Metroidvanias. There are many very good Metroidvanias on Pico 8 made by Johan Peitz. This is one of them. This is the latest game by Mr. Peitz. You can get it over on itch. Or if you subscribe to his Patreon, you can get it there for cheap. And support the developer. Support your local Pico 8 developer, your friendly local Pico 8 developer, because they will make beautiful games for you like this. Let's read the description, because it's a rather nice description. The Shadow King has invaded the castle belonging to the Knights of Valor, and they need your help to get it back. Explore the massive castle in this Metroidvania, and help the fallen knights back to their former glory. Upgrade your moves and weapons along the way as you fight minions, defeat bosses, find secrets and unravel what has happened. Yes, this is a very detailed game. Let's get into it. I'm going to start a new game so you can see it from the beginning. Oh, the music. The music is so good. So, we start outside the Castle of Valor. Here's our little guy, our little cute little guy. Look how nicely animated it is. Beautiful animation all throughout this game. So polished. So polished. It's such a smooth game. Anyway, let's get into it. Press up to interact. Look, there are inline tutorials. Yes, this is the way to do tutorials in Pico 8, everyone. Like this. So yeah, it tells you how to do things. Welcome to Castle Dashmore, home of the Knights of Valor. All knights must use X to jump. Yes. Peddlers are not welcome. Yeah. It's a platformer, everyone. You can jump. There are platforms to jump on. That little, I think it's like a kind of angel gravestone thing. Those are our checkpoints. We've got a door. How are we going to get through the door? We're going to have to use our platforming skills. We've got a key. There is a chest. There's a chest across that spiky pit. Can we get there right now? Let's find out. No, we cannot, because we can't jump far enough yet. This is the Metroidvania. We're going to have to come back to that one. Come back later to uncover the mystery of what's in that particular chest. We've got ourselves a key. Let's go through the door and talk to one of the various NPCs who litter the Castle of Valor. Let's see what this one has to say. Gasp. The Shadow King. How did we not see him coming? Quick but brutal invaded and took over our castle. I'm mortally wounded, but here, take my sword. It holds the magic of our order's signature attack. You have to stop the Shadow King. Yep, there's our sword. A few pixels. Here we are. The Sword of Dashing. Can you guess what this is going to do, everyone? Press Z to do a dash attack. Try it on everything. Yes, indeed. Try it on everything. There is our dash and our attack. A dash attack, if you will. What an elegant way of getting around the world. You see? We have to go back to get that. And we've got ourselves another key. Yeah, oh, we're just back to the beginning here. I don't think there's anything to see out here. Or do. Oh, did you notice that little bit of detail there? I didn't highlight that the first time. Let's just go back to this screen and come back. Pay attention to the bottom right corner. It's the Shadow King. Look at him running away like a coward. There he is again, look. Yeah, the Shadow King constantly evades us throughout this this adventure. Now there's a nice little detail. Let me just do that again. Let's just see that again. The wonderfully little animated enemy there wanders around and falls onto the spikes. Yes, all the objects that we get to interact with in the game, the enemies get to interact with too. And it's quite amusing because, yeah, they can fall to their doom. They can get stuck on the bouncy pads that we'll meet later. Very nice. Nice little touches, nice little detail. There we go. Mark that off your bingo card, everyone. The bit where I say, what a nice touch. So yeah. These enemies, oh, they're so nicely animated. And look, the thing is, you can bounce them around and they kind of ricochet off things. Oh, it's so smooth. Here's another little guy. What's this guy going to say? The Shadow King just knocked me down. He left through that door. Follow him. I have a spare key in my room below. Go get it. Press down and jump. An X, rather, to drop down from a platform. Yes, very standard platform controls in this. Instantly familiar to anyone who's played a platform game in the past 15 years. Or probably longer than that. A little bit of foreshadowing here. One of Johan's many talents, one of his many strengths as a Pico 8 developer is his level design. Look, we get a little sneaky peek of what's to come. There's a machine firing green fireballs at us. There are some bats. There are some icy, rocky-looking outcroppings. That's the. Let's read some of the features of this game. It's bullet pointed on the itch page for you for convenience. A huge map with graphically unique areas. Yes, indeed, the map definitely is huge. There is a cast of different enemies. We've seen a couple of them already. There's the yellow... No, the little yellow thing. The yellow... like a cyclops, isn't it? A cast of different enemies. Yes, indeed. There are several enemies in this game and some bosses. And they're all very well animated, very interesting to fight. They're all different as well. We haven't got any kind of cookie cutter repeated enemies in this game. Very unique. The boss fights are good. Oh, we'll get to the boss fights, don't worry. And yes, there is some rather fun platforming. The feel of the platforming is very nice. The gravity is quite strong, but that's nice. Doesn't feel too floaty, which is good. The movement of the knight, nice and crisp. There's no kind of drifting momentum to worry about. It's very good. Now you can see here, look at the animation. Look at the animation on the little bouncy pad thing. So detailed. Yeah, we can't get up there yet. We're going to have to uncover some more abilities before we can get there, I'm afraid. Did I drop down here? I think I may have died. There we go. Let's get another key. And let's knock that guy out. You'll notice that the screens reset every time you leave an area and come back. The fact that the screens reset is quite nice because we get to revisit areas and it keeps the challenge up throughout the game. You're not exploring a kind of empty, barren castle once you've kind of been through it the first time, which is nice. Are you chasing the Shadow King too? Great! If I still had my amulet, I could bounce up to that platform and follow him. But I lost it to the spider. Guess what we have to do next, everyone? Spiders. Why does it always have to be spiders? Maybe you can find it. Enter the door behind me with up to get that spider. Yes, we need to get that spider. Let's get that spider. And here we are in one of the game's many different areas. Yes, this game's map is absolutely huge. Through this door lies the boss. Our first boss. Let's pay attention to it. I've got full health. I'm ready. Let's do it! Oh, even the little fade-out transitions between areas. So nice. Yeah, there's the rather threatening-looking spider boss. Let's do it. Notice the boss music that comes in. So, this is the boss. It's got a few different attack patterns. As you can see, the spider goes up to the top of its little webby area. You can fire fireballs. We can get some hits in there. Now, you may have noticed, whenever you defeat an enemy, you get a health heart from them. That's really helpful in these boss fights because it lets you kind of heal up. The game isn't too challenging. The last few levels do take quite a few attempts, but the difficulty curve of the game is such that by the time you get through to the end, you're feeling like a platform god. Oh dear, that wasn't very godlike, was it? Now, I didn't get I didn't pick up that chest. So now, here is one of the things you have to be careful of in this game, the checkpoints. There are not that many checkpoints, and it's easy, like that, to lose progress. So be very careful when you defeat a boss, not to get taken out by the yellow enemies like I just did. Anyway, let's do that boss again because it's a nice boss. Now, even when you've actually successfully defeated the boss, you can come back to their areas and fight them again. So that's quite nice. I haven't seen a game that's done that before. I suppose it's probably easier to code, isn't it? You just have the boss always be there. But it's nice getting to practice against the bosses, especially when they're so satisfying to fight against, like this spider boss is. All the attacks are so satisfying. The knockback on the attack on the enemies, it looks so good, doesn't it? Oh! That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Did you notice that? I died, but then I picked up a health, but then I still died. How strange. I'm not doing very well on this boss. Let's see how many attempts it takes. Hopefully not too many. I need to remember to kind of heal up, not rush. Because that's what I've been doing, you see. I've been rushing. See? Those enemies that spawn down at the bottom there, they help you get your health back, which is important. So I just took a hit there. Rather carelessly. Oh! I think he got me then. I love the animation on those green fireballs. There we go, we did it. Right, I'm going to carefully this time get rid of those. Do you see how the enemy bounced on the bouncing pad then? Let's do that again. Oh, it's so much fun. There we go, we've got the gravity amulet. This lets us do a downward attack to dive bomb. Try it on everything. Yeah, this is what we use to do big jumps on the pads like so. Well, they're not pads, are they? They're kind of webs, aren't they, I think? Anyway, now that we've got the amulet, we can reach some new areas. And we also open up some beautiful shortcuts. Look, we can get back to the top really quick. But before we do that, let's explore a little bit further. It's a proper Metroidvania, this, because a lot of the enemies you can just kind of avoid and get through the game a lot quicker. I'd love to see a speedrun of this game. I'm sure there's some very skillful movement that you could pull off in this game to get through it exceedingly quickly. So, these kind of sludgy, I'm not sure if they're enemies as such, more just obstacles. Anyway, if you walk over them, it kind of slows you down and makes you not very agile. But now that we've got that dash move, look, we can get past that. What we can't get past at the moment, though, is this area here. We've got some spikes. At the other end of that, there's one of those red crystals that changes those platforms. And we've got this kind of ice crystal obstacle blocking our way. It's a Metroidvania, remember. We're going to have to come back to this area later, aren't we, and uncover some things. Anyway, let's get back onto the main path. Oh, the movement in this game is so satisfying. I mean, there's so many little touches I could talk about in this. I mean, like on the dash, look at the little cloud particles there. So nice. Right, we can get up here now, so let's continue on our merry way. I'm not really sure what the kind of optimal path through the game is. There is this Shadow King again, look. Running away like a coward. Let's see what this guy has to say. I almost had him, but he slipped through my fingers. I think he retreated to the towers, controlling his monsters from there. You won't be able to pursue without breaking those crystals, though. Check the temple downstairs. I think it was spared in the attack. So, let's go downstairs. And, oh, we've got a branching path here. So, here is the temple. This smug little guy is guarding it. Step back! Only the worthy can enter the crystal keep. I've guarded this gate my entire life, and no one has found the 3 crystal orbs required to enter. Guess who's going to find them? Well, well, if you play this game, you get to do it. I'm not sure if I'll get to do it in the video. The playtime of the game, my first playthrough probably took about half an hour or so. I kind of know where I'm going and what I need to do now. I'm not saying I won't get lost. So, yeah. You've got a good solid half an hour of fun gameplay here. And the replay value, I mean, it feels so good. You're going to want to play it again, don't worry. Anyway, let's go down here, talk to this guy. I'm not allowed to say this, but the orbs are not lost. They're just spread across the castle. Yeah, we kind of figured that out. You need a special item to get them, though. Yes, the special item. We are going to have to explore around for that to get a little bit further into the game. Anyway, let's just explore freely for now. Opening that. Oh, we've got a... getting close to that ice area here. Still can't get through those little bits. Oh, those flame towers look good, don't they? How are we going to be able to attack that red crystal over there? Maybe I can find the next item that will let us do that so that we can get up to that top bit. Yeah, this area you're supposed to come to later. I actually managed to do this in the right order on my first playthrough. In trying to show you guys around the map, I've done it in the wrong order. So let's get back on track then. We need to do some backtracking. We need to do some exploration. Because after all, Metroidvanias, it's all about exploration, is it not? Right, let's get back. So, as you can see, the more we play through the game, the more movement or more movement skills we unlock, the faster we can move, the faster and more graceful, I should say, gracefully we can move through the game. So yeah, the movement, the platforming is very satisfying, very fun to get better at, which is always good. I think we need to go up here, don't we? That bouncy web pad there. Oh, here we go. This is where we should be. And we have our first taste of one of the harder enemies in the game. The green, like a wizard ghost. These are quite tricky. Take a few hits. Those fireballs as well. Now, like I was saying about the checkpoints. The checkpoints are not always in your main path. Sometimes you do have to go slightly out of your way to get them. Make sure you do that so you don't lose any progress. That can be frustrating. You know this is a Metroidvania because we spend so much time moving to the left instead of moving to the right. Oops. Oh god, this game is so good. So yeah, there's many games that this is kind of inspired by or similar to. Kind of reminds me a lot of Shovel Knight. Not just in terms of the graphics, but the kind of the movement. Some of the level design as well. This area here feels very Shovel Knighty. Obviously, we've got a little bit of Castlevania thrown in. The kind of gothic... The gothic moodiness. Most definitely. Is there a certain amount of Hollow Knight in this? Possibly. We've ooh, we've got a new chest. We've got a new item, everyone. The boomerang. That's right. Link would be so proud of us. Yes, we've got a boomerang. Press up and Z to throw it. Try it on everything. This is a really useful one, this. A lot of the trickier enemies in the game, and particularly the end boss, are made a lot easier with judicious use of the boomerang. And as you can see here, it gives us a little bit of extra reach. These red blocks, they're on a kind of timer. So if you take too long, you'll fall back down again, have to do it again. So yes, we're back in this area, and you can see it's a lot easier to fight the green ghost wizard things with the help of the boomerang. Gives you a lot more range. Look, even the items, even the power-ups bounce. So cool. So one of the things that you do need to kind of keep track of in this game is the different kind of areas where you've been kind of blocked off. Now that we've got this boomerang, one of the there's a couple of areas, a couple parts of that lower area where we'll now be able to go back and hopefully get a little bit further. So yeah, keeping track of the level or the layout of the level does get quite important if you don't want to waste lots of time. As you can see, once you've got the dash attack, you can move very quickly through the levels indeed. And again, once you've really sort of learned the layout, yeah, you can navigate this game very quickly. That area took me many more attempts the first time round. Getting the hang of the boomerang is quite kind of tricky, but if you can get used to the boomerang, it does make the game much easier. So this area, this new doorway that we have managed to reach, There's a little circle above it. Well, as close as Pico 8 gets to a circle. Anyway, let's go in here and see what we can find. Ooh, what a quiet little area. And what's in there? It's an orb, everyone. So, what we need to do now is go back to the temple where there was the smug temple guard, and we can drop off one of our orbs. There are 3 to find altogether. Now, here's something to be mindful of. You can only carry 1 orb at once. I thought I was going to be clever and go and get 2 orbs at once. Don't bother doing that. You just have to go back and get the other one again. So yeah, only 1 orb can be held at a time, unfortunately. So each time you get an orb, we need to go back to the temple, which is here. That was lucky. And slot the orb into the door, like so. This is the main part of the game now. This is the kind of the mid game, if you like. This took me the longest. This has the most amount of kind of exploration required. But like I say, this map is so much fun to explore and take in. So even if you do get hopelessly lost like I did, you should still be having quite a lot of fun all the while. Let's sum things up then, because I think you've probably seen enough of this game to make up your mind. You think, oh, this game looks pretty good. Well, like I said earlier on, go onto the itch page of Mr. Johan Peitz. You can buy the game on there for, how much is it? $3.95. You could do much worse than buying this game. It's such a good Pico 8 game, one of the best. You can also subscribe to Johan's Patreon, where you get his games, whatever game he makes, $2 each. Very much worth it. Support your local friendly Pico 8 developer. This game is very much worth your time. It's a very satisfying little Metroidvania. Lots of fun to explore and play around. The platforming is crisp. The combat is fun. The exploration is rewarding. Some really good boss fights. Really good music. I haven't said enough about how good the music is. Bibiki did a fantastic job on the music. Go and check them out. Yeah, such a good game. I'm going to continue playing this game because I'm having so much fun playing it. You should go and check it out, and you should also check out the other games by Johan Peitz because they're all really good. Okay, just go to his itch page right now and just check out. He's got 13 games on there, I believe, and they're all brilliant. So go and check them out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, well, good. Anyway, I'm going to make tracks, so I'll see you later. But before I go, a word from our sponsors. Horror Jam returns for its 2nd year. Make a horror-themed game full of fear. You have all of October to get it right. Submissions are due on the 30th. 2 minutes to midnight. So work with friends or go it alone to make something horrorful or Halloweeny in tone. Browser-based games are preferred. NSFW should be labelled, not deterred. The clock is ticking. Waste not your time, for soon the midnight bell will chime. What evil lurks in the briny drink? To join the jam, just follow the link.